Imagine you're in a movie theater in the 1950s. Throughout the movie, images of popcorn and soda are flashing undetectably across the screen. Suddenly, you really want a soda and popcorn. Vance Packard's book, The Hidden Persuaders, came out in 1957 and set fire to a media frenzy on the fear of subliminal messaging. His book discusses many different experiments, everything from consumer choices in shopping to different genders on consumer selections. But one study caught the media's attention more than the rest. Packard claimed that in this theater, people were influenced to buy. He found that popcorn sales went up 57.8% and Coke sales up just under 20%. Unfortunately, it was later found that this data was fabricated, and he found nothing of the sort. However, the media had still done its work. People still worry about messages that they haven't consciously registered, affecting their later decisions and actions. Subliminal messaging is defined as the presentation of commercial messages outside of conscious awareness. It can also be defined as a method of presenting stimuli so faintly or so rapidly that people do not have any conscious awareness of having been exposed to them. Why are people so worried about subliminal messaging if the movie theater study was determined to be bogus? Packard highlighted and exposed many persuasion techniques stores and advertising agencies use. While subconscious methods of advertising are not effective, other methods can be. Let's take a look at a concept called priming. Before we discuss priming, it's vital to emphasize that it is not the same thing as subliminal messaging. Both subliminal messaging and priming use the technique of conveying a message to an individual without an individual being aware. In priming, an individual is given cues or ideas to increase their likelihood of receiving the hidden message. Priming is designed to directly affect one single decision made after experiencing the priming stimulus. Let's take a look at a study. One way to see how priming works is to look at what influences customer shopping habits. Dr. Adrian North and colleagues found that music plays a role in what wine supermarket shoppers choose to purchase. Shoppers who listen to French music were more likely to purchase French wine, and those who listen to German music were more likely to purchase German wine. When filling out a survey after their purchases, customers largely had no idea of the effect that the music had on their choices. In this case, priming did not have the power to place an idea in the shopper's brain. The customers didn't enter the store and upon hearing French music, head straight for the French wines. Instead, the French music had the power to encourage the shoppers to choose the French wine over the German wine. To wrap things up, many fear subliminal messaging because they believe it will affect their decision years after being presented with the message, despite the fact that they are unaware of the stimuli. Because individuals can barely see or hear what's being presented, subliminal messaging is often ineffective. Priming, however, is much more effective. Initial cues can influence attitudes towards a second message. Seeing or hearing something for an extremely brief amount of time has little to no effect on future decisions, so there's really nothing to worry about.